stuff over here. It's clothes. Move this back. Move this back. What are you guys doing here? It's clothes right here. Move away. Oh man, it's always crazy when you start these things up. Sometimes you think you got the perfect shot, and then all of a sudden there's clothes in the background, or there's something there. But anyway, what's up to everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to another Midweek Essence. I think I didn't do this. Did I do this last week? I don't know if I did this last week, but I know I had some people in the comment section. You guys were saying, "Oh, well, you don't know what day it is." So basically, here's the deal with Midweek Essence. It's either on Wednesday or it's on Thursday. Those are like the 2 days that it's either on. It's either Wednesday or it's Thursday, plain and simple. That's kind of how the Midweek Essence works. It just depends on when I can actually get the work done. I mean, obviously, guys, like I've been trying to, up the production quality. I've been trying to up the videos, the type, the style. I've been spacing things out a bit too, because I think some people were complaining that there's too many videos that they can't keep up. So it's like, okay, well, let me just make sure that I space them out. I'm not going to reduce the amount of videos that I do because that would be bad for my channel. But I'm going to space them out. So hopefully you guys enjoy like the fact that they're spaced out like at least 4 to 5 hours. Before it'd be like, all right, I'd be like 2 hours, 3 hours. I didn't care. I just be like, whatever video's done, just kind of put it out there. But now I'm spacing it out a bit. So usually you'll get videos like 4 a.m. my time. Then you'll get one like at 9 a.m. my time. Then you might get another one like at 1:30 or 2 p.m. my time. Then another one like at 5 or something like that. 5 or 6 p.m. my time. So I think I've been doing a little bit better job as far as spacing things out for you guys. So you guys can, not be bum rushed with videos all the time. So let's see who's in the chat here. Got 64 people watching. Shout outs to everyone who's watching, man. I do appreciate all of you guys. What's up? How's it going? ARMS stream tonight. I'm not streaming ARMS. I'm not streaming ARMS. I'm sorry, man. We're doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for PE Arena. But maybe we'll get ARMS at some point. So yeah, man. What's up? How's it going, Eric Rodriguez? How's it going? But maybe, like I said, maybe ARMS at some point. For the love of the game, Brawl is going to be one of my Christmas gifts. All right, nice, man. Shout outs to Brawlout. Yeah, Brawlout, man. It's going to be pretty fun. I have my impressions. Got my custom case that they sent me. Very nice of them to do that. So yeah, I do appreciate that. Greetings. What's up, Jorge? Jorge, what's up, man? Columbia. Shout outs, man. Shout outs to Columbia. I almost went to Columbia University here in the United States. I know it's different. It was just a little joke. I bet I can beat you in Mario Kart. I bet you can. I bet I don't care that you can beat me. I bet I can destroy you in Super Smash Brothers. A game that actually takes real skill. What's up, Mistaken Corpse? Okay, what up? How's it going, man? I want to buy Brawl, but I got Metroid Prime Trilogy instead. Oh, well, there you go. They're two completely different games, but sure, why not? Why not? Metroid Prime Trilogy is cool. Although Metroid Prime Trilogy, that's on the Wii U, so you're playing that on the Wii U, so or playing that on the Wii. I mean, either you're playing it on the Wii U via download, or you're playing it on the original Wii, or you're playing it on like the Wii U with the original discs from the Wii. So yeah, man. Jerion, I really like the posters in the background. They're all right. They're all right. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. It makes the room have a little bit more depth. I mean, I've been wanting to put them up, just to be honest, because I've just been really lazy and not putting them up. My fiance, she bought me like little sticky thingies, like to put up posters a long time ago. I think like last on my birthday, April. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll put them up. And then I couldn't find them. And then I remember they were in my garage. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I went and got them out of my garage. And then they sat in my closet for about 2 months. They sat in my closet for about 2 months. Then I was just like, maybe I should put these up. I mean, blank room, And I'm waiting on one more because I was going to stick up. I have one more really cool poster of Rosalina and like Wii Fit Trainer. And I was going to put it up in that blank area you guys see right back there. But I ran out of sticky thingies. So I have to go buy some more. And I'm currently being super lazy and not going and buying some more. Then I went online to buy some sticky poster stuff, and I did. I got some more, but I forgot to realize that these are the ones that are just for like regular posters. They're not the ones for actually like hanging up like wall frames, like the heavier ones. So now I have to go buy like another one. Like I have to go buy some more of these ones, the heavier ones, and I'm being lazy on that front just because I'm doing so much more stuff. I got my green screen back in here, or my blue screen, I should say. Blue, it's blue and green. One side's blue, the other side's green. It was so funny. Who was it? Og was like, he was like, hey OJ, you should do more. You should do all of your videos green screen. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do all my videos green screen. And then he's like, why not? And I'm like, because my screen is blue. I was like, and he's like, oh really? He's like, I'm colorblind. I'm like, how would you know what color it would be? Unless you're like a video editor, or unless you're actually like staring and looking out the outline. That's the only way you can tell if it's a green screen or a blue screen. And the only way you can tell that is if someone isn't like, they don't have the highest quality like production. Like mine, it's not the highest quality as far as like my lights and my room. It's just not big enough to get the best to where you really can't tell, you know, like to where it's like super high quality green screen. Or chroma key. So unless you're just staring, you'll be able to see the blue outline, or you'll be able to see like a little bit of a green outline. That's the only way you know. And most people don't look at videos like that. They just like, oh, okay, this dude's in front of a green screen. So there's no way anybody would know unless you're actually really looking and seeing like the little blue hue that I have. And even then, I can kind of remove it, but it kind of cuts into my skin. Sometimes I look like something's cutting into my skin. So whatever. But yeah, man. OJ, did you play Enter the Gungeon yet? No. Not yet. MLG Pro. You have to, all right. See you later, dude. Take it easy. Thanks for coming out. OJ, how are you? How are you, brother? Do you see a direct in a few weeks? Yeah, I see a January direct. We'll get into questions though, guys. First, we're gonna talk about these sales. Dang it! Because I don't care who you are. You got this Lauren Lanning guy with kind of funny. That reminded me. Who was it that linked me that on Twitter? I forgot who it was. Vargas or something? I forgot who it was. I'm sorry, man. But somebody linked me to a thing where Lauren Lanning, the creator of Oddworld, was just trashing the Nintendo Switch, saying that, oh, it's not going to sell and isn't going to be successful. And then like went back and bashed the Wii U, bashed Iwata, said that the Wii U killed Iwata. I was like, hold up. I forgot about this dude. Every time I get a chance to talk about Switch sales, I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna bring up the people who were kept on bashing Nintendo and all this stuff. Like, I'm gonna bring it up every time because people couldn't shut the hell up whenever the Wii U was doing bad. Everyone want to talk about sales. Nobody want to talk about the games for the system. So everyone wants to talk about sales. So anytime the anytime the Nintendo Switch sells good, I will make a video. I will talk about it. I don't care. Call me whatever name you want to call me. Call me fanboy. Call me this. Call me that. Call me jaded. I don't care. Bring them out. Anytime someone talks about me, I'm like, it's free publicity. Let me just say that right now. There have been people who've made multiple videos on me at this point, even after I don't start talking about other people. I'm like, good. More publicity for my channel. Maybe those people that are haters can come over and subscribe, and they'll realize that that person that was saying something about me is full of crap, because that's usually what happens. That's happened to me hundreds, if not thousands of times. I get people who say, man, I came over here from this guy's channel. He was trashing you, but you're actually a cool dude. I'm like, yeah, that's usually what happens. That's usually what happens. So I will, every single time the Nintendo Switch sells good, we'll talk about it, and I will make sure to let you guys know, because some of you guys weren't around during the Wii U era. Like, you know, some of you guys weren't around during, like, online, at least, like, looking at the community. People used to just destroy me every single day, used to sit there. It was a normal topic. Man, you can't even talk about the Wii U normally without bringing up sales, without bringing up the gamepad sucks, without bringing up something negative. You can't even simply just talk about a game without people trolling like hell. So you know, you guys better believe that I will talk about the Nintendo Switch every time it sells well. Every single time. All the haters can screw off. Okay? Now, let's get into the let's get into this here. I'm going to some of you guys' comments. Brawl online is laggy. The connection, the people that are playing, the connections are bad. The netcode's not bad at all. It's people's connections are bad who are playing the game. It's peer-to-peer. They've already let you know that. They said, and based on my tests, two people with good connections with the Brawlout will have a good match. Based on like the tests that I've been doing, I've played against a buddy of mine that I know has a solid connection, and it's good. Everything's good. It's the person that you're playing against. They're probably using the Nintendo Switch Wi-Fi. They probably already have a bad connection. They probably got a brother or sister streaming Netflix, or a mom streaming Netflix while they're playing. So it's not the online. It's not the netcode. The netcode's fine. It's the online. It's the other person's connection. And Brawlout clearly. The funny thing is that Brawlout tells you that too. They're like, hey, if there's lag in this game, we use peer-to-peer. It's the other person's connection, or it's the person's connection. So the netcode's solid in the game. It's not a bad netcode at all. So yeah, it's not that Brawlout's online is laggy. It's that people who are playing the game have laggy online, which happens all the time. People have crap online everywhere, like Smash Bros. You know, need I say more? This man, is that Aqua? Changing his name all the time. Shout outs to Aqua. I think that's you. I'm pretty sure that's you. Yeah, it's so, look, here's the thing, guys. So in Japan, let me actually get into, before I start reading some of the comments, I don't know why I have a piece of duct tape. Look at this ducky on here. I always thought that this was pretty cute. This ducky on here. I literally bought this tape because this duck was on here. I looked at it, I was like, hey, that's some cool duct tape. There was a bunch of different duct tapes that I could have bought, but this duck made me smile, so I bought it. Anyway, so the Switch sold over 220,000 units in Japan for the past week, okay? At this point, the Switch is unstoppable. Call me a fanboy, go ahead, I don't care. The Switch is unstoppable. The more the Switch sells, the better that we'll do. So anybody who tries to sit here and turn it into anything other than that when you talk about sales, tell them no. No. Switch sells, we get more games. If you're a fan, because seriously, there's no such thing as a Nintendo hater. There's no such thing as a fanboy of Sony or Microsoft. There's only Nintendo fanboys, okay? And if you ever bring up sales, they'll sit there and say, "Oh, you're a slave. You're this. You're a fanboy. Blah 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 blah." But every single time the Wii U bringing up sales, look, Switch sold over 220,000 units in Japan, outselling all the other systems combined. The Switch, it needs to sell more. It's going to do fantastic. 3 million in sales. Okay, 3 million in sales in Japan alone. Milestone. The Nintendo Wii U has only sold 3.3 million in Japan. So the Nintendo Switch is going to outsell the Wii U lifetime in the first 9 months. That is something worth talking about. Haven't seen a single hater from the Wii U era. Not a single, but I haven't seen some of the most popular ones bring this sales information up, because the media create every single week whenever a game launched. Oh, the Wii U only sold 10,000 units for the week. The Wii U only sold 15,000. It only sold 20,000. Oh, it sold underneath the PlayStation 4. Where's all that now with the media create? Now that you got, where's it at? I'm not seeing it. That's a lot of systems to be selling. And it just shows that in Japan, the Switch is unstoppable. Nintendo has the most balanced line of sales across all of the board, you know. So it's good to see. So let me get some comments from you guys as far as the sales here, and I might go on another rant about it later. Depends on what people say here. Shout outs to the cute ducky. Absolutely, Rosalina. The ducky knows. The ducky knows. So Kirby Star Allies is the next big Switch game made by Nintendo themselves. I don't know. We have no confirmation of that. We don't know Nintendo's 2018 lineup as far as what game is coming when and all that. So that's way too early. Jumping the gun there, my guys. My guy. United Gamers, what up, man? What up? Mason says, I still want Switch sales to become unstoppable in the rest of the world. They are unstoppable in the rest of the world. Nothing can stop the Switch in the rest of the world. What are you talking about? They are unstoppable. Nobody can stop the Switch from selling well. It's going to sell good worldwide. It doesn't need to sell more than the PS4 or the Xbox One or anything like that. What it needs to do is sell good. It just needs to sell good. I could care less how much it sells compared to the PS4, just as long as the Switch is selling good. Just as long as it's selling good. Like, just as long as it sells as good as the 3DS, I'm cool, because the 3DS is at 70 million. If it sells as good as the 3DS, I'm fine. That's perfect. Because the 3DS is at 70 million. That's a lot of systems. That's a lot. You know, most systems don't sell more than 50, 60 million. It's good that Nintendo's even got to 10 million. Trust me. I mean, it's very common for systems to not sell more than 50 million. I mean, it's happened all the time. I mean, look back at all the consoles. Before the Wii, Nintendo's last system to sell more than 50 million was like, what? I think the Super Nintendo almost got there. You know, it was 49, 50 million. I mean, it's not easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? N64 didn't get there. The GameCube didn't get there. I mean, it's tough. I mean, the original Xbox didn't get there. I mean, there's lots of systems. I mean, outside of just like Sony, I think Sony's the only developer or only publisher that's actually sold more than like 80 million each main console. That's the only. I mean, Sony's actually, in terms of percentage wise, based on how many systems they've put out. And we're not talking about like side systems like PSP Go or Game Boy Micro or Virtual Boy or anything like that. We're talking about main systems. The only time Sony's really had a bad system sales wise is PS Vita. Outside of that, PSP, everything else has been good. So Sony's percentage is the best, but they haven't been at it as long as Nintendo. Microsoft, I mean, the Xbox 360, I always see that sold over 80 million, but man, that has inflated numbers because the Red Ring of Death, so many people just bought extra systems. Like, I know some people that bought like 3-4 Xbox 360s because they're all dying. I know some people that went through like 6 or 7 Xbox 360s, like, and they literally went out and purchased new Xbox 360s every year or something like that, or every 7 months, because it'd be red ring until the new chip came in. But yeah, man, I mean, I bought 2. The original one that I bought, that Red Ring to Death thing, finally died, and then I had to send mine into Microsoft, and then they sent me a new one, then that one died, then I went out and just bought one of the new Falcon chip ones or whatever, you know. So yeah, man, that's just kind of how it was. That's kind of what went down with that. So I always see it as a little bit inflated, but whatever. I think South Korea and eventually China will help sales go up even more. Well, South Korea has already helped sales go up, so that's set records there. So that's already something that's going on. So yeah. OJ, it looks like what I told you, Twitter, bro. Sales go up 200K or more from that point. By the end of March, it'll be at 60 million. Well, I already said that. I already stated that I think sales were gonna go to 200K plus on Twitter. I mean, you didn't. I mean, maybe you said that, but I mean, it's not like I disagreed or anything. It's not like I didn't say the same thing. I mean, I've been on record saying that I think Nintendo's going to hit well past 200K in December once the stock goes up, and then they're going to hit their goal of 16 by March. I think it's going to be. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I will preface this by saying, Mozo, unless you're Sony, you talk about sales. A lot of times people talk about sales, but they don't talk about profit. They don't talk about that because you can sit here and talk about, oh yeah, the PS3 sold so great. The PS3 was a failure in terms of money-wise. The PS3 damn near bankrupted Sony. Okay, so you could sit here and sell 88 million consoles. That's great, but the PS3 was by no means a rousing success. Okay, so you could sell 88 million, but it was not a success. That system was way too expensive. It didn't really make any profit on the system itself. That was not something that was good. That's the failure of the PS3 led directly to them designing the PS4 the way that it was. Directly to them because of how upset they were with the PS3. The PS3 was not a success. I don't think the PS3 was, like, Sony doesn't consider the PS3 overall a success outside of just the volume of number it of sales that it had. Profit-wise, they don't consider it a success. Profit-wise, they don't. They don't at all. They don't consider it a success at all. Because it wasn't a very profitable system for Sony. And it didn't do the things that they thought it was going to do. They thought Blu-ray was going to make this system sell well, like sell as much as the PS2, because like the PS2 had Blu-ray, or sorry, the PS2 had DVD player in there, and that catapulted the sales. They thought Blu-ray was going to be the same thing. Like, hey, this is the cheapest Blu-ray player at the time, but life comes at you fast. So I mean, yeah, you can sell 88 million, but that doesn't mean it was actually a success. So yeah. PlayerEssence. So when is the Naruto Shinobi Striker beta stream gonna happen? I don't know when that's gonna happen, man. You act like I'm interested in that game. Game looks trash. I mean, like I like Naruto, but I mean, Bandai Namco, they need to give Naruto to Arc System Works. We need to get the Dragon Ball Fighter Z treatment for Naruto. That's what we need. We need the Dragon Ball Fighter Z treatment for Naruto because it's not looking great, my guy. Not looking great, my guys. What about North Korea? North Korea ain't getting the Switch right now, man. Wait, OJ, do you have any news on the Bandai Namco event that went down on December 15th? I'm hoping. No, there's Xenosaga is not happening. I don't have any information on that. If it went down, yeah, it's Pac-Man. I think that's it, like Pac-Man. Like Pac-Man from that. There's no other information. You guys got your hopes up for nothing. Got your hopes up so much. I told you guys to calm down, too. When I made my video, I was like, calm down. Relax. Bandai Namco got games, but don't expect them to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. You said the Switch will probably sell around 15 to 20 million when it's finally done in Japan. No, it's gonna be higher than that. That's actually pretty low considering the 3DS is at 20 plus million. And 15 would definitely be low because that'd only be 3 million more than the Wii in Japan. And Nintendo Switch is a hybrid, so it's going to sell more on the lines of the 3DS. So 15 is way too low. 20 maybe, but I'd probably say over 20 because I think Nintendo's going to stretch what the Switch is. The iterations of the Switch, I think they're going to really stretch that out. I don't see Nintendo saying, okay, we're done with Switch. We're moving on to new system here. And it's going to be something completely different. I see the Switch being a continuous evolving platform. Switch, new Nintendo Switch, new Nintendo Switch, super new Nintendo Switch. I don't see them dropping this whole Switch thing. It's too convenient, too good, and it's the future. So, no, I'm not going to go 15 to 20 million. I'm going to go higher than 50. I'm going to go more in the line of like 30 to 40 million in Japan when it's all said and done. When it's literally like the line of the Switch and what it is until they move on to the next gimmick or thing. So I'm actually going to go higher than that because 15 is way too low. The Wii almost sold that. Wii in Japan only sold 12. And the Wii was only around for like, literally was only in its heyday for about 5 years, 4 to 5 years. Switch is going to be around for longer than that. So yeah, higher! Switch is selling because it's portable. I don't think it would be selling as fast if it wasn't. Your thoughts, OJ? Switch is selling because it's a hybrid. Yes, Switch is selling because it's a hybrid. I mean, I don't think, do we need to, is that even a, it's like kind of like a. I mean, I guess it's not a fact that that's the case, but yeah, it's a very probable cause. I mean, it's very probable that the Switch is selling as well as it is because it's a hybrid, not because it's just a portable, but because it's a hybrid. Hybrid, not just because it's a portable. Hybrid. Hybrid makes it better than just portable. Because there's been a million times where I've been playing my 3DS and I'm like, man, it would be cool if I can just kick back and play on my TV. There's been a million times where I'm playing on my TV and I'm like, man, it would be cool if I can just kick back and play on a portable. So having just one is not as good. Look, you guys have to realize this. Like, I've talked about this before. Where's my freaking phone? Where's my phone? Well, anyway, just imagine my phone, okay? This is my phone, this Brawlout case. You have a phone, okay? A home phone. This is the home phone. Your home phone sits here. You can only make calls at home. Let's just say it's an amazing home phone. It's the best home phone ever. It has all the features, all the bells and whistles. And then you have this, which is my cell phone. Not quite as good. Quality isn't as good. The graphic display isn't as good. But you can take this anywhere. And any other things that you get for this, you can take those anywhere you want. And you can play them at home, on your TV, you can play them on the go. You can make calls anywhere and everything. It's the same dynamic. It's like, why would you not want a cell phone? Like, if you like home phones and you like what your phone does at home, why would you not want the ability to make a call anywhere you want? Like, that's the whole thing. It's like, yes, the phone that can be done in more places is going to sell more. Like, cell phones sell more than home phones. Like, people pay more in cell phone bills than they do in home landline bills. You know what I'm saying? Because people realize that cell phones are better than home phones, despite not being as good. I mean, still to this day, landlines have better phone connections, could technically do more if the people who made phones wanted to program stuff into there. You could technically have better hardware. You could have better things in home phones because they're bigger. But everyone's going with cell phones because cell phones you can play anywhere. Portability is not it's not a gimmick. It's like a thing. It's like a thing that's real for every single piece of technology out there. And I'm not ranting at you, Zero. I'm not mad or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand when people sit here and they say, well, why do people want games on Switch? And I'm like, why would you not want the option to play the game anywhere? You buffoon. Like, why do you not want the option to play the game anywhere? If you, seriously, then do you have a cell phone? Then don't get a cell phone. Anytime someone says, oh, well, I don't want to play a game somewhere else, tell them, okay, well, so then why do you have do you want to make calls somewhere else? Why are there tablets? Okay, why are there tablets? Why are there laptops? Why are there things that are portable? It's better portable. Anything that's portable is going to sell more. Anything that's portable is going to sell more. It's instantly going to sell more. If somehow Sony could make a PS4 that you can take on the go, and like, let's just say, technical stuff aside, there's a PS4 on the market to where you can play it portably, you can plug it into something, and it'll play on your TV, and it's the exact same as your PlayStation 4. That would render the base PlayStation 4 irrelevant. It would render it absolutely irrelevant. And I'm not talking about graphics downgrades or anything. Let's just talk about at the pure line level of a PlayStation 4 that you can take anywhere. It's the exact same thing as the PlayStation that's sitting there docked to your TV. There'd be no need for a PlayStation 4 regular base anymore. There'd be, like, who would want that? Like, nobody would want that. And that's why I say Nintendo, it's the future. Eventually, when micro-technology catches up at some point to the point to where we have 4K on these chips and it's affordable, or we have 8K to where it's affordable. I don't know if it's going to be 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, but at some point, these developers will be making hybrid systems because it's like, why would you not want the option? You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm saying there. It's going to happen eventually because being able to take something anywhere, tech has been the future since cell phones started coming into play back in like, what, the late 70s, 80s? It's been set in motion. Mobility has been set in motion. When they started making tablets, it's a miniaturized handheld computer. We already have laptops. Why do we need a tablet? Oh, because it's handheld, because it's more comfortable, because it's easier, because it's nicer to carry. Same thing with video game systems. Well, we've had a portable system and we've had home consoles. The next step is to get something that's like the home console anywhere and evolve that tech, evolve the chipset, evolve the tech. And that's why NVIDIA said that this is not a one-time deal with Nintendo. This is an ongoing relationship. This is something that we're going to continue on and on. We're going to do this for 20 years because Nintendo and Tegra, they're going to evolve the chips. They're going to work together to build this because they know that's the future. Big, bulky systems sitting there and not having the option to take anywhere you want, that's not the future. That's not the future. Are they going to be around? Yes. But I know Sony and Microsoft want to have some type of thing you can take anywhere because that gives you more opportunities to monetize your consumers. That gives you more opportunities for consumers to buy things. That gives you more opportunities for consumers to try out games, to play games with other people. It's like at trade shows or at whatever the case is, they all want this. I know Sony and Microsoft want this. They do. It's just a matter of the technology being there. They have to balance it because they're not going to give up performance for that. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo's like, we'll give up performance for it. But Sony and Microsoft will not give up performance for it. So they need to, Sony and Microsoft will wait until the tech is good enough, which, like I said, it might be 15 years, might be 20 years, but eventually they're going to do it. Eventually they're going to do it. That was a long rant. I believe they should have made the Switch screen 1080p. No, that would have been bad if they made the Switch screen 1080p. Because if they make the Switch screen 1080p, then that increases the cost of the Switch screen. There's no point in making a screen 6 inches or whatever, 1080p. There's no point. The quality of it is not going to be so much better to where it's going to take the hit to production cost. So no, I disagree with that one. I think they should have kept it exactly what it is in order to keep the price where it is and keep it profitable and affordable to where they can reinvest into new things. A 1080p screen at this point, probably a little bit too expensive. It's better to make it 720p, save the money on there because the Switch screen still looks amazing. The games still look good on the screen. So no, I don't think that would have been a good idea at all because it would have raised the production cost, which means less profit, which is not good. So no. What's up, Power Level Amy? Shoutouts to Power Level Amy. Shoutouts in the chat. Exactly. Yeah, Augustine Vega says, yeah, like, disagree because the price point would have been too high. Exactly. The price point would have been higher. Even if the price point is $10 or $15 more, that's a negative. Even if the production is like $5 or $6 more, that's a negative. That cuts into profits, and it's not enough for people to say, "Oh my gosh, this is so much better with a 1080p 6-inch screen." You know, that's nah. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. So Yeah, I disagree with that fully. Yeah, and I understand what you're just saying, but you're only looking at it. You're only looking at it from one angle. You're not looking at it from the full angle, of the price of the system. Heck, why don't they just put a 4K screen in there? I mean, while we're at it, let's just go all the way up to, I mean, that. Well, why wouldn't you do that? Well, obviously because of the price. You know what I'm saying? So there's always the reason why. I mean, we're not mad at you or anything. We're just letting you know, like, hey, like, you know, there's limitations to what you can do based on how much you want to sell this thing for. I mean, people were already tripping if it was going to be $300. People were like, what, $300? This thing needs to be $199. So there you go. We need that battery life. Yeah, 1080p screen would also drain that battery more. Outputting the game at 1080p would drain the battery more. Sean Sweeney says 1080p increases the cost as well. Chip performance, it would work over the chip and decrease the battery life. Exactly. There's lots of things that go into it. Battery life, price, all sorts of stuff. Better to keep it at 720p so you can actually have a battery that can make it to 3 hours. I think Xenoblade lasts around, on the highest settings with everything, Xenoblade lasts about 3 hours, a little bit less. With a 1080p screen, it's just, yeah. Not only that, but a lot of the games can't even output. A lot of the games can't even output, or not a lot, but, you know, a number of games aren't even 1080p, like Xenoblade 720. Then even on the screen, it doesn't even do that. It doesn't even go up to 1080p. Like, it goes as low as, what was it, 368 or something like that? So, it's just, there's no point. Excuse me. Gizmo or BH54 says, I feel the Vita would have had more success if Sony put forth the effort like Nintendo did with the Switch instead of treating it as an accessory to the PS3, PS4. Yeah, I think there's more to it than that. They needed to obviously make more games, but they also need to make sure that the memory, the proprietary memory, that was a big mistake, making proprietary memory. They should have made it like SD card. They should have made that type of memory. So in order to just alleviate the cost, because that proprietary memory was way too expensive for that proprietary memory, and that kind of screwed it over. But yeah, Sony didn't put enough effort into it. They saw it as an accessory. Yeah, you're right, I'm on some of those things, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, Vita's Vita, and it does have some good games on there, but just not enough. Good afternoon. What up, man? What up? What up? You have a very awesome channel. Thank you. You have a very awesome name that I cannot pronounce. So yeah. How much would the Switch cost if everything the haters say the Switch should have? Well, the Switch wouldn't. There's no. The haters want the Switch to be like PS4 Pro level graphics or PS4 level graphics. So there's no chip currently. Well, there is, but there's no feasible chip. At the time that Nintendo was constructing this, because remember, the Tegra was pretty much the strongest mobile chip the world had seen in 2015. Nintendo was putting this system together in 2015 and 2016. So there's only a certain point that you have to stop. Like, you can't sit there and wait and wait and wait. You have to use a certain graphics chip or whatever the case is. Like, for example, like the PlayStation 4, it uses a graphics card from like 2011, 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere in that range. But yet it came out in 2013 because at some point you have to settle on what you're going to use. So Nintendo used literally at the time the best chip, the most powerful mobile chip that they could use. So the haters don't understand that. Like, the haters do not understand that Nintendo literally used the best that they can use for a hybrid device. This is the best at the time that it can use. Now obviously there's the X2, there's, you know, there's some other, I think there's some type of AMD chip that's being behind the works or something. There's some other stuff out there, but in terms of commercial product, the Tegra X1 is pretty much the best chip still at this point. You know, commercial, affordable, you know, affordable and commercial product. The X2 or the Tegra X1 was what they went with, you know. So yeah, man. OJ, Code Vein stream in 1 hour. Nah, I'm not interested in Code Vein stream right now, man. I have to go pick up my daughter in 30 minutes. So yeah, PE Arena this week. PE Arena today. How about that? How about that? PE Arena today. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. PE Arena today. Probably like around 4:30 my time. 4:30 my time. So that's in about 3 hours. PE Arena today in about 3 hours, homies. 3 hours. Why isn't anyone subscribing? I got 220 people watching. Somebody subscribe. I shut off this. Look at this. I made this whole cool new little layout for you guys here with the subscriber base. And I haven't had anyone subscribe to my channel since we started this live stream. I don't like that. Somebody subscribe. If you're watching this, I don't like it. Power Level Amy says, we need new Bayonetta amiibos for Bayonetta 3 release. I just want more excuses to buy more amiibo, though. Well, there you go. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate that, Albert. Albert Gutierrez with the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Welcome to the village. As I beg and plead for subscriptions. Another thing, guys. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something, okay? Listen. On my channel here, I keep things 100% with you guys. Yes, I like rubber duckies. No, I don't have the highest quality production, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. And guys, if I do sponsored content, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Okay? And any sponsored content that I do, it's going to tie into my channel. It's going to tie in. So I'll let you guys know that because I had some people talking about that on Twitter. Like I recently did a sponsored Zelda type of video, but I thought you guys might like that because it's like Zelda community, you know. And I've looked at the app as far as what they told me to, like, I looked at it and it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. And I've used it for ARMS and other stuff before. I've been looking at the Xenoblade community as well. So it's always going to be something positive. It's always going to be something that ties into my channel. So just let you guys know that right here. On top of that, it helps out the channel as well. Doing sponsored content helps out the channel and helps me just get better equipment, get better stuff. So yeah, man. No, don't unsub and resub because I don't have it. I don't have it set to where resubs count. I don't think it does. Any plans for the New Year's? My plans for the New Year's is probably going to be hang out with the family. I'll have videos. You know, I don't really take holidays off, to be honest. Like, I always set something up for you guys, but yeah, we'll see it. Yo, what up, Velvet? Velvet Love, how's it going? This guy keeps it real. I keep it real 100%. You know why I keep it real 100%? Because I'm a Nintendo fan. No. I keep it real 100%, guys, because I'm old. I'm getting older. You need to keep it real 100%. You know, if you have a channel, you're not one of those crazy young dudes that are on the internet doing all sorts of crazy stuff for subs and all that. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Any sponsored content that I do is going to be tied into the channel. If it's not tied into the channel, like, I'm gonna find some stupid way to tie it into the channel. But for the most part, all of it's going to be tied into the channel as far as what we do here, man. BR Shinobu says, Blossom Tales is awesome. It is awesome. Let's go for 100 likes. How many likes are we at? I'm not even paying attention. I said, can we get 200 likes? Yeah, can we get 200 likes, guys? Skip 100 likes. Let's get 200 likes. But let's get 100 first, because 100 comes before 200. Shut. Did somebody make a sock account just to subscribe? Shout out to Rubber Ducky. Yeah, somebody definitely made a sock account just to subscribe. Should have made a Rubber Ducky sock account. Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky. Later, dude. Later, Patch Debrew. How old am I, OJ? I am 30. Hold up. Hold up. Is my camera tripping? It is. It's been my autofocus has been on the whole time. Sorry about that, guys. It's probably been blink, kind of like fuzzing in and out a little bit on the picture. Didn't notice. My bad, homies. My bad. Let's talk about some Brawlout. So Brawlout on the Nintendo Switch. This game I've been playing. It's pretty cool. Smash Brothers. You ever played Smash Brothers? It's kind of like Smash Brothers. All the advanced tips and tactics that you have in Smash Brothers. Wave dashing. Where you just kind of like, you do just like kind of like slide across the screen. Wave dashing in. Back air. Fair. Front, forward air. Back air. Up air. Down air. Spiking. Ledge guarding. Ledge trapping. Fast fall. All of those things are in Brawlout. If you play Smash, you should be able to pick up Brawlout, no problem, and start playing. Some other mechanics, physics are a bit different. Same rule set. Knock people, percentage goes up higher. You knock them out of the arena. Brawlout, people are stronger. There are no weak characters in Brawlout for the most part. Now, there's characters that have better, like higher, powerful moves, but every character in the game can kill, is capable. That is probably the main difference between the latest iteration of Smash Brothers and this game. This game is faster paced, and everyone on the roster has powerful moves that can kill. Everyone, even if they're not as strong, they can still do some. Everyone has a knockout, move. You know what I'm saying? Smash Brothers has characters that just are trash. Has characters that just can't kill, like Sheik. Sheik is amazing in the neutral game, but she just has the hardest time, like, killing people. Unless you gimp them. I mean, you can gimp them, you can edge guard. I mean, we got it. But, I mean, the best Sheiks in the world still haven't won big majors because of Sheik's problem killing. Brawlout is different. Brawlout is a lot more offensive, fast-paced, and people can just kill in that game. So it's cool. So I like that about it. It is a good, nice little stopgap to Smash. You're starting to see more and more developers make Smash clones because Nintendo has made it clear that Smash Bros. Probably isn't coming until like another 2 years or so. So developers are like, let's get our Smash clones out now, because once Smash Bros. Hits, there are no other Smash Bros. Clones. There are no other Smash Bros. Clones. It's not going to be pretty for any other Smash clones. So get your Smash clone out now before Nintendo drops Smash Brothers on the Switch, because that's the only chance that your game has to sell. Because once Smash comes on the Switch, it's over. And I don't usually say that with other games. Usually I say like, oh no, more games are better. Games can have a good time selling together. But with Smash Brothers, I think it's different, because Smash Brothers is the highest quality platform fighter, party, platform, whatever you want to call it, one-on-one tournament fighter at times. All the different options that you can do. It's the highest quality game out there. The most options, the most characters, the most. It's not like a Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat, or a Mortal Kombat to Killer Instinct or anything. There's not parity between all the other fighting games or anything in the same genre. Smash is pretty much the top of the top. So good on them to get it out before the PS4 and Xbox when they're like, hey, we're gonna even get it out. And I think they rushed it a little bit, but it was good to just get the game out, then make any I wouldn't say they rushed it a little bit, but just no, it's fine. They actually had plenty. I wouldn't say rushed a little bit, but they put it out before the PS4 and Xbox One versions. They didn't launch it all together, so yeah. Shout outs to Jamil Henderson with the subscription. Do appreciate the subscription, homie. Thank you so much, Jamil. Everyone in the chat, please give Jamil, nice, warm, and ninja welcome. Thank you for the subscription, my dude. Perun greater than Nia. Which one's Perun? Is she the? I like this girl. I like her. She's my favorite. This girl right here at the top. She's my main. I like her. She has a nasty back air. She has like a Bayonetta back air. That back air just knocks the crap out of you. I really like her. She has some nice quicksand traps, quicksand that she can throw. Her wave dashing's pretty good, pretty sleek. Yeah, man. Pyra for waifu of the year. Yeah, Pyra and Mithra for waifus of the year. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Pyra for waifu of the year. Gotta practice play Super Smash Brothers for local tourneys. Yeah, man. Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky. Smash Bros doesn't need. Yeah, Smash Bros doesn't need Unreal Engine 4. I don't know who said that. Yeah, I mean it would be. I mean it could, but I don't really see Smash Brothers using Unreal Engine 4. I mean it could, but I see Smash using like its own proprietary engine. Like Smash for Wii U did. Smash for Wii U, the engine is so good and optimized and tuned. It actually did things that no other Wii U game could do. The amount of characters, the amount of effects, not dropping a single frame, pretty much for the most part, even with 8-player Smash, the detail still looked really good. Smash Brothers on Wii U was a pretty good technical feat. 1080p, 60 frames per second, with everything going on in that game, even when you get 8 players on screen, even when you have a bunch of bombs blowing up. I'm not sure if that would have been able to do that on a normal engine. I think there would have been some, there would have been some frame drops. There would have been some issues. I think having a proprietary engine built just for Smash Brothers on the Wii U, that was a smart decision. So I don't think Unreal Engine 4 would be the best fit. Now, I think that they could do it, but you can't customize and tune as much as you'd like to. I mean, you can. Unreal Engine 4 is completely it's scalable, it's completely good. But if they made a proprietary engine for the Switch, for Smash Brothers, that would actually be better than Unreal Engine 4. So yeah, man. Perun is a rare blade. Yeah, she is a rare blade. She's the ice blade. Yeah, she's the ice. Yeah, actually, oh, she might be waifu. Perun's a nice waifu as well. She's a nice waifu as well. Yeah, Perun. She's the ice blade. Yeah, I don't slip my mind for a second. There's not a rumor that Pokemon Switch is going to use Unreal Engine 4. It's not a rumor. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Creatures Inc. is hiring for people with experience with Unreal Engine 4 and with Unity. That doesn't mean, they said with Unity and Unreal Engine 4. That doesn't mean it's going to use Unity or Unreal Engine 4. All that means that they're hiring for someone who's done high quality 3D models in those engines and popular engines. That's all they're hiring for. There's nothing that says that it's going to use Unreal Engine 4. That's false. That's not the rumor. That's not what the source of the rumor said, or anything. So yeah. DJ King, how many hours do I have in Xenoblade? I have 70 something, and you have 200 something. That's good, man. I wish I had as much time to play video games as you do, but I simply don't. Isn't rushing it out a good sign? That means Smash is coming. I don't know if that means Smash is coming. I mean, rushing out Brawlout? That doesn't mean Smash is coming. Has nothing to do with each other. So yeah. Where did the Pokemon rumor come? It came from a picture, a job listing, a job posting. That's all. That's where it came from. A job posting. Power Level Amy says EA teams up with Nintendo for an unprecedented team ever for a Smash Bros. Game on Frostbite engine. To unlock fighters, you need to buy an amiibo, then unlock, and then a loot crate in game. Genius. Yeah. Yeah. Twintel over Pyra. Yeah. Yeah, I would actually have to say you reminded me about Twintel. Twintel is like my might be my dream girl. Yeah, I'd actually take Twintel over Pyra. Now that you think about it, now that I think about it, yeah, they're both great though, and they're both. I mean, but to be honest, though, guys, they're both fake, so it doesn't even matter at all. So yeah, it doesn't even matter at all. Nintendo has their own engines. They don't need Unreal. Yeah, it just depends. I mean, the Yoshi game's using Unreal, but I think that's just so they can get it out quicker instead of, Yoshi doesn't need a proprietary engine. It's a 2D platformer, I think games like Smash Brothers, games like Super Mario Odyssey, those need proprietary engines. Those are good proprietary engines because then you can customize and tune them to your liking. But like Yoshi, Kirby, these typical a 2D platformer itself. Just use Unity. Just use Unreal. You don't need anything fancy for those type of games. But Smash, I think you do. Shoutouts to, is it Drain Wan? Shoutouts to Drain Wan. Welcome to the village, homie. Everyone in the chat make Drain feel really welcome. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm probably saying it wrong though. So Twintel is better than your fiance. My fiance looks like Twintel, so. My fiance looks just like Twintel, so I don't know. So they're the same. They look exactly alike, dude. Nico Suave, just because someone played more doesn't mean they have more time. Yeah, it does. If you put 220 something hours into Xenoblade, you got more time. If you're playing video games, you got more time. Trust me. There's only 24 hours in a day. There's only 24 hours in a day. And if someone's putting 200 something to 300 hours into a video game that launched literally 2 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, a little under 3 weeks ago, yes, they definitely have more time to play video games than the person who can't. Because I work for 12 hours out of the day, and then I also have a daughter. So I have to play with her. So my time to play video games is severely limited to someone who can put 200 something hours into a game that literally just launched. So yes, they definitely do have more time to play video games than me. Nobody that has a full-time job and a family and pays attention to their family can sit there and play video games all day for 300 hours. Usually 300 hours is what you put into a game like after like a few months. you know, or even like at least minimum a month and a half. If you got less than 3 weeks and you have over 200 something hours, you definitely have more time to play video games. Because trust me, I know. When I was in college, I'd come home, I would study, I'd go to the gym, I'd come back, and I'd play video games all night for 9, 10 hours a day. Because I was at school for 3 hours, okay? Go to all my classes. They're all right back to back, full schedule. Well, after football season. I come back, like I said, I'd eat, go to the gym, whatever the case is, and I just play video games. I'd study, eat, go to the gym, come back, and I play video games from like 4 p.m. all the way to 12. I didn't have a daughter. I didn't have to worry about anything back then. I didn't have a fiance. Didn't have a wife. Didn't have a girlfriend. Just play video games all night. I was just by myself. I mean, what else to do? You know what I'm saying? So yes, absolutely. Anybody who has a family knows that you just don't have as much time to play video games as, you know, as other people. So it is what it is. And like I said, I work on this site. I work on my YouTube channel a lot. Like, you guys see the videos, but sometimes I'll make like 8 or 9 videos a day. I'll be like, oh, that one's not good. That one's not good. That one's not good. That one's not good. I'll be sitting here messing with my green screen, my blue screen for 2 hours a day. I'll be like, okay, no, that shot doesn't look good. So, I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I do, you know, like, so I just don't have as much time to play video games as the next person. I wish I did though. But yeah. Velvet and the siblings. What's going on here? 200 hours on a toilet. I have lots of time. See, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having time too. I'm not trying to hate on him. Not trying to hate on him at all. He just has more time to play the game, which is cool, which is great, man. The more you guys can play video games, the better. Play video games as much as you can, but get business done too. Get work done, get school done, get good grades, pay attention to your family, to your mom, dad, brothers, sisters. You know, just do what you can. Play video games with them. You know, shout outs to people who play video games, man. Video games are awesome. I wonder why people hate Diddy Kong. Do people hate Diddy Kong? Do people actually hate Diddy Kong? Anyway, so guys, I got about 10 to 15 minutes left for this podcast. Questions. Give me your questions. Give me your questions. I love Diddy. You like P. Diddy? Yeah, he's a pretty good rapper. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. Are they probably talking about Diddy Kong and Smash? Yeah, people hate Diddy Kong and Smash because he has that stupid banana. Smash Brothers Brawl, he had 2 bananas. Crunky Kong? Get Crunk Kong? Guys, shout outs to the likes though. Let's see if we can at least hit 150. See if we can, because we got over 200 people watching, I think. Let's see if we can at least hit 150. What time is PE Arena, Mark? Probably like 4 o'clock, 4 something. I'll have a post on Patreon detailing that. I'm going to take my daughter out to get something to eat right now, though, when she gets home from school. She had a play today, guys. It was adorable. It was absolutely adorable. Oh, my gosh. I got to show you guys. The next live stream that I have, I'll show you guys my daughter's play. I took that on my phone. Oh, my gosh. She was so beautiful. It was great. So I gotta take her out. I got to take her out because she did a good job. She memorized the songs. She was all into it. She was dancing. Oh, man, I was a proud dad today. It was good. So I'm going to take my daughter out to get something to eat before we do PE Arena. Freedom Planet for Switch. I think, isn't Freedom Planet 2 coming out for Switch? Yeah, Freedom Planet 1 and 2 for Switch. That'd be great. Favorite Blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? So far, my favorite Blade is... I mean, I love Pyra. I like Mithra. But I also love... what's the name of that blade? Oh, God, what's the name? I use it all the time. I like Nim. Nim's cool. But I gave that to the other girl. What's her name? I don't know. I have a lot of favorite blades. They're all cool. They're all awesome. So, yeah. Perun's cool. Once I get Cosmos, I'll probably be my favorite one. It'd be cool if you did a day in my life vlog. Maybe one of these days I will. I think once my channel gets big enough. I just don't think there's enough people that are interested in my life for me to do something like that yet. But yeah, definitely one of these days. Nia. Yeah, Nia. Nia. There you go. I gave Nim to Nia since Nia's a healer, so I gave her Nim. Nim's cool though. She has those two little like foxes on her back or on her shoulders, and they talk to each other, or like they talk to her and stuff or whatever, or she talks to them. That's funny. Did you see Donkey Kong Country 2 running on Unity? It looked good. No, I didn't see that. I'm not big into like having certain games run on Unreal. Oh, look at this game running on Unreal. I'm not huge into that, so I might see it, I might not. Just depends. Sorry, I've been ripping this thing. It's probably been making noise on my mic. Mega Man Legends 3 on Nintendo Switch. Absolutely, Dran. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see that. Would you buy your daughter a Switch Mini if that's a real thing? I'm hearing rumors about it. There's no real rumors about a Switch Mini, and a Switch Mini isn't happening. And would I buy her one? Maybe if there was, but it's not happening. There's no real rumors on that. I'd probably just buy her a normal Switch right now. Would you get Freedom Planet 2 on Switch? I mean, maybe, probably not. I don't know. I'd probably have a review code. I don't really buy. I mean, if it's a game that's kind of outside what I like, if a developer gives me a review copy, I'll play it for you guys. But like at this point, developer has to give me a review copy, and like it has to be a game that I like somewhat. Otherwise, I'm gonna start giving away. Like I have a couple of review copies of games that I haven't played. I'm probably gonna start giving like Stick It to the Man. Probably gonna have a Twitter giveaway for Stick It to the Man because like they gave me it like, hey, how about you want to play? Like you want to play this? And I'm like, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to be mean to them though. So I mean, maybe I'll do a giveaway. I mean, it looks like a cool game though. I'll do a giveaway and I'll promote the game. Like, hey, like check out this game. It's called Stick It to the Man. Let's have a Twitter giveaway for it, so maybe I can promote it because I feel bad, but I just don't feel like playing Stick It to the Man. Jumpmon, did you get the Fire Emblem Warriors DLC? Yeah, I bought the season pass. I did. Please watch my videos. If you watch my videos, you would have known that I already bought the season pass. I've actually said that multiple times, Jumpmon. So yeah, make sure you check out my videos every day. I upload new videos. Just watch them every single day, and you'll know exactly how I feel about certain big games. Shoutouts to who is that? Shoutouts to Clarence. Is that Clarence? Clarence Stovall? Clarence Stovall Jr. Shoutouts to Clarence Stovall Jr. with the subscription. Welcome to the village, homie. Appreciate the subscription, dude. Thoughts on Wizards of Legend? I don't even know what that is. What is it? Catherine or Persona 5? Persona 5. Did he get Fire Emblem Warriors deal? Oh, I already read that. Yeah, I actually like Nia's voice. The Welsh voice acting feels really good. It feels cool to actually have the different types of voices. Like, yeah, like a Welsh, the different types of accents in there. I actually like it. It's different, which is good, you know? My bad. Do you think Pokemon Switch could sell better than the Game Boy games? It's gonna be tough because the Game Boy games sold like what, over 34 million? It depends on how much the Switch sells, and it depends on how long they push the games. Could it sell that much? Absolutely, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind it could, but it depends on the install base. Because if you look at the Pokemon on the 3DS, those games sell upward of like, I think the tops is like 20 million or something like that. Tops for Pokemon games on the 3DS. So if Nintendo was able to get more Switch units out there and just basically push that Pokemon game, it could get up there. Yeah, it's a possibility, but it's a long shot right now just because the install base isn't there, you know? But in order to sell 30 something million, you got to have at least like, you know, at least 60, 70, 80 million, you know? Because every person, like even when Pokemon Switch comes out and there's 30 million Switches out there, or there's 40 million Switches out there, or even 50 million, you know, 50 million Switches, there's not going to be 30 million people that buy that game, even with 50 million Switches out there, because you have repeat buyers and all that. So I think it can get there, but it's definitely going to be a while, and it's going to take a nice effort of pushing the game. And it depends if they release new Pokemon games. Like if they have like Pokemon, you know, X and Y, then Pokemon like a remake of the previous one. Well, people buy the newer one that comes out. It's like there's like a remake of an older Pokemon game, so that takes sales from other games as well, man. So it just depends. Let's see here. Would you invite Akatsuki on your live stream? It's interesting that you say that. Interesting that you say that. Let's move on to the next question. Pokemon never sold as good as Gen 1. Yeah, that's what I meant, like the original, exactly, the original Pokemon games, you know. But Pokemon back then, on the original Game Boy, it came out, look how long into the life it came out. Pokemon on the original Game Boy, it came out, what, 97? Something like that? 97, 96, 97, or 98, something like that. The original Game Boy had already been out for 6 years or whatever. Like, when the original Game Boy came out in 1989, I think, or something like that. So, or 1980, I know it was in the 80s. So by the time the Pokemon game came out, that system had already been out for 5+ years, you know? So if Pokemon came out 5 years after the Switch launched, so if Pokemon came out in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, you know, 2022, yeah, it would sell 30 million in 2022, but it's not coming out in 20, it's coming out like next year, or not, probably maybe 2019. Late 2018, 2019. We don't know. We still have to wait for an official release date or something. To safe bet 2019. Oh, my bad, guys. My alarm's going off. Okay. That's my alarm to go pick up my daughter. Or it tells me, like, hey, you need to go pick up your daughter soon. So, I mean, it just depends, man. It just depends. We'll see. We'll see. OJ, how would you feel if the main title for Pokemon Switch is Pokemon Theory's theme... What? Is the Pokemon series theme song? Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I love the Pokemon. I love the original Pokemon theme song. It's great. Antonio Carienza's question for you, OJ. What are some of your favorite video game soundtracks? Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I love the soundtrack in that game. I love... what else? Let's see. Music. There's a lot of great music out there. Super Smash Brothers is a collection of all the great music. So Super Smash Brothers... Zelda has great soundtracks as well. There's some great RPG soundtracks. Dragon Quest has some good ones. But I'm not like a super music buff though, guys. But yeah, Fire Emblem would probably be my favorite. Fire Emblem Warriors is probably my favorite. Probably my favorite soundtrack of all time is Fire Emblem Warriors. That has amazing remixes, and I love Fire Emblem music. So Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates, all of those have amazing soundtracks, and those are probably my favorite, with Fire Emblem Warriors being my absolute favorite because it takes all of those and remixes them into even better ones. So yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors would probably be my favorite of all time. Or just Fire Emblem franchise. Oh, you have to listen to the same dumb alarm. I'm sorry, sweetie. Did I bring up bad memories? Reggie Fils-Aimé. Oh, and Poppy and the best blade for me so far. Pretty deep. And Poppy Power. Absolutely. Shout outs to Reggie Fils-Aimé. Right, Reggie Fils-Aimé in the house. Pokemon X and Y released 2 years after the 3DS launch and 5 years after Black and White. It did. If that's the case. Sounds nice. Yep. Reggie dude. Reggie's in the house. Nikos Demi says, do you think Xenoblade Chronicles X will come out as a remastered Nintendo Switch? Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. I think I give it about a 50-50 chance that it comes out. Danny AVZ says, hey OJ, if you could summarize the Switch in one word, what would it be? Convenient. Convenience or convenient, dynamic, or yeah, just convenient or dynamic. One of those two. Dynamic because you can switch it between, because it has the Joy-Cons. There's just so many elements to it. Or just convenience because of all those things. Like anytime, like if me and my daughter were in the living room and she's like, hey, let's play Marvel Superheroes. I'm like, all right. I go get the game. We pop the game in there. We just use the Joy-Cons. Convenience. I don't gotta go get another controller. I don't gotta go hook it up to a TV. We can just lie down on the bed. We can get underneath the blanket, and we can just sit there and have a, you know, father-daughter moment. When I want to be my game mode and be inside here, I can plug it into my TV when my back hurts, because sometimes my back hurts and my knees hurt because I played football for too many years. When my knees hurt, and I don't feel like, you know, sitting down, or when my back hurts, I can just go lie down and play the Switch right there. It's just convenience. I would just say, yeah, it's just the most convenient system for an old guy like me, because old guys, we have to worry about all sorts of other stuff. Kids running around, or I only have one kid. My daughter running around, you know, taking care of the stuff around the house. My daughter wanting to lie down in the living room with her, or be inside her. Sometimes she likes for me to be inside her room with her, and she wants to play Switch inside her room, you know. So yeah, just convenience. I'd probably say just convenient. It's a very convenient system for an old guy. So yeah. More ways for people to play, exactly. If I was younger, I probably wouldn't have liked the Switch as much. Like when I was in college, like when all I played, like, you know, in front of my TV and graphics and all that. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have appreciated the Switch as much as I do. But you know, now that I'm older, I definitely appreciate what the Switch is about. You know. Switching one word games. I mean, games is. I think you meant describe the actual system itself, not like the stuff that you play on the system. Obviously, games. Yeah, it has a ton of games, but it's just convenience. Convenience is my word. 30 isn't old. It's not old. I mean old in a sense of I have a family old. I don't mean that as in I have someone who can technically say my old man. You know what I'm saying? Like not old as in I'm actually old, you know. But my brother is older than me, but I'm an old man because I have a kid and I have the family and all that, and he doesn't. You know, he doesn't have any kids or anything like that. So I'm an old man because my daughter can say my old man, whereas you can't say that about my brother. So that's the only reason why I say I'm old. Not because I'm actually old, because I'm not. But, you know, sometimes I feel old, though, because of how many years I played football. Like, I did punt return and kick return. And sometimes you get hit really hard. And I played running back. And college was rough for me, guys. I was thinner than I am right. I mean, I'm actually kind of heavier than I was. I'm heavier than I am now than I was in college. But in college, I was 170 pounds about when I was at Fresno State. So in college, I was really, really thin. Really thin. And your body doesn't hold up as well. The smaller you are, the harder it is to not stay, like, the harder it is to actually stay healthy. Because people 10 times your size, or whatever the case is, are slamming into you. So college brought a lot of injuries. I always played, though. It's not like I ever missed any games. I always played, but, you know, just, it takes your toll after. I played football for 14 years. I played semi-pro football after that, semi-professional. So when you play for that many years, you get some injuries. You feel old at times, you know. The body doesn't work as well as it used to. In college, though, man, I was quick. I wasn't the fastest, but I was super, like, point A to point B, like super lightning quick, like reflexes. Not as quick anymore, but still quick, though. I'll still beat most people in a foot race. And I'll still squat more than most people, too. OJ, what are the chances that all Fire Emblem games gets re-released on the Switch like a collection package? Not very high. I would say right down 30%. 30% that it happens, because the Fire Emblem games, there's such different types of games, and remastering those would take a long time. So yeah, I would say not very high. Not at this point. Ever get annoyed when someone calls you in the middle of something? My daughter and my fiance interrupt me in the middle of videos all the time. So, yeah, I get annoyed at that. Excuse me. Anybody get excited that Nintendo Power is back in the podcast form? Absolutely, man. I talked about that in a video. I actually had a video today where I talked about Nintendo Power coming back. Please make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome that Nintendo Power is coming back, so I'm really excited about that. I haven't listened to the podcast yet, but I will. I think when I go to the gym tonight, I'll listen to the podcast when I go to the gym. And I know, guys, 30 is young. 30 is young. I know. Old is like 90-something. That's old. So I'm not old. I'm just, like I said, just the whole old man thing. My daughter can call me your old man. Yeah. Old Fire Emblem games didn't sell very well. Yeah, they didn't, but I think that they would. If Nintendo brought back, like, the old Fire Emblem games, I think they'd sell well on the Switch. If they brought them back. Like, even if it was a collection, like, you know how Street Fighter is coming back with all the different Street Fighter games in a collection? If Nintendo put all of the Fire Emblem games in a collection, it would sell really well. It would sell extremely well on the Switch. That would be like, oh man, it would do very, very well. It would do very well. Excuse me, what is the Nintendo podcast? There's a Nintendo Power podcast. So basically what that is that Nintendo's brought back the branding of the Nintendo Power magazine from back in the day, but not in magazine form, but in podcast form. So it's Kit Ellis, it's Damon Baker, and I think it's Chris Slate, and they host a podcast where they talk about the success of the Switch, They talk about recent games. And then they also brought in Mr. Anuma-san and Mr. Fuji to talk about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and the game itself, DLC pack number 2 and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, that's basically what the Nintendo Power Podcast is. It's an official podcast from Nintendo. Shout out to Magic Tech Review for the $1 donation through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Magic Tech. First donation of the night, so I do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that. Yeah, Path of Radiance is extremely expensive, Justin. Yep. It's like $80 on eBay exactly. How do I think Wolfenstein's going to run on the Switch? Same as Doom. You know, 720p 30, you know, or dynamic resolution 600p something, then Digital Foundry is going to say, oh, this does not run as good as this thing. No, I'm counting. Let me get my magnifying glass. Look at this frame right here. Look at this frame. It's not quite matched up with this. Let me get my angles. Let me angle my frame. It's not quite matched up with this frame. Oh, wait, let me count that. Oh, let me count the pixels on this corner of the screen. Like, then they're going to do all that stupidity when the game comes out. Gonna start counting different corners of the screen and all sorts of junk. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be. Leaf Storm Blaze Billy, do you think they will make Fire Emblem a real-time strategy on Switch? Because they're gonna make that one like on the Wii before. Yeah, I know what game you're talking about on the Wii. Could Fire Emblem be that? I don't think so. I think this Fire Emblem game is going to be a traditional Fire Emblem game on the Switch. I think it's going to be traditional Fire Emblem, maybe with some real-time elements, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, guys, so shout-outs to Classic Jones for the subscription, but it's 1:40 and I literally have to go pick up my daughter right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I've already done 2 videos for today. This video, if you missed it, it will be uploaded to the channel. You'll be able to see it in a little bit. We've got PE Arena tonight with Mario Kart. Make sure, if you're a Patreon, that post will be up. And then everyone will be able to join in after we get a few races in with the Patreon Ninja. So look forward to that. And the Sponsored Ninja as well. Sponsored Ninja as well. If you're a sponsor on the channel, you'll have a code for that as well in your inbox, in your YouTube inbox. Go to your About page on your channel. Check your inbox. You'll have one for that as far as the code. So get ready for that, guys. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in a few hours. I'm going to go pick up my daughter, take her out to get something to eat, and then we'll prep for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tonight, guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for all of the rules, and hit that like button more. Hit that like button at least. Let's get to 175 on the likes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you for the next video. Peace.